have you heard? We need to move. There's some tree squirrels that have started alarm calling. I can't hear them, which means they're probably a little bit of a way off. Herbie's hearing's better than mine.
The African wild is awash with a plethora of rhythms and melodies that are especially noticeable when we stroll about on foot.
What can you hear, Herbert?
There's a bird calling.
What bird?
Crested francolin.
Because Herbie has been tracking for years, he is superbly able to discern meaning from many of the sounds that songbirds make.
My focus will be on listening to the warning calls that they'll give.
What types of calls would you hear?
In terms of birds, there'll be oxpeckers, there'll be go-away birds, there'll be cisticolas. You'll find oxpeckers on top of the buffaloes. And of course, buffalo is one of the dangerous animals. So as soon as you hear the oxpeckers calling, you're now becoming alert because you know there might be a buffalo around.
Guides also listen to herbivore alarm calls to identify predators nearby.
It seems like they've seen or smelt something, heads raised, there's snorting going on. It seems like everybody is on high alert.
Now, it's not always about alarm calls. Sometimes animals give you other signs that they're startled. There's giraffe, for example. How would they show you if they were seeing a predator?
They will lift their heads up, facing in a particular direction, and slowly approaching.
Squirrels are the most misleading alarmists of the bush.
Sometimes squirrels alarm call, and I can never tell the difference between what they're shouting at and what they aren't.
They will use the very same song to indicate the presence of a predator. But a continuous call will mean there's definitely something there.
What's your favorite alarm call?
The baboon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Often there are other sounds to prevent the safariLIVE guides and crew from coming to harm in the wilderness.
We've spoken a lot about alarm calls, but of course that's not the only thing you hear out here. What else should you be listening for if you're on a walk?
In the presence of the elephants, you hear the breaking of branches.
What can you hear? I think that's elephant breaking branches.
If we're not listening carefully, we should have walked past the eddies.
We couldn't see them, but you could hear them. So that's incredible how your ears helped us find those animals before our eyes did.
Thanks to Herbie's extraordinary hearing and ability to distinguish nature's sounds, the safariLIVE team will continue to stay safe and sound when tracking in the wilderness.
Are you addicted to Africa? Well, click subscribe and you can stay hooked to all the wild moments. If you still can't get enough, click on the little bell and you'll be notified for your daily dose of live safari.